Y'all remember that from the audio? Y'all remember that from the audio? Okay. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy, Brandon Avon Towns, hosting that show called Sports Plus Life. Anyway, how is everybody doing today? Oh, man. And I actually have to give all credit to my kid's mom here for this piece right here. But it never got used, and until I put it on the audio Sports Plus Life podcast. But all right, let's go. Let's go. All right, but how's everybody doing on this wonderful Friday, April the 25th? 2025. You guys realize that we are almost in May already? We are almost in May already. And boy, do we have a show for you today. That's all I'm going to say. Robert Chandler, who is waiting backstage, has been very opinionated at me with text messages for the last hour and some change. We'll get into that later. What are we going to talk about today? Well, first, the NFL draft. We got the NFL draft. They're in round 2 now. We'll talk about the draft. We'll do a quick briefing of the NBA playoffs. And then we're going to dive deep into this Shannon Sharp shit. Because the more I think about that shit, I get fish grease hot on that shit. I get fish grease hot thinking about that shit, bro. I'm being dead ass serious. What up, Lomar? What up with you, bro? What up with you, baby boy? How you feeling, big boy? Boy, Lomar, you in for a show tonight? My boy? Oh, first and foremost, before I get started, let me give a shout out to Coach Hampton. Coach Hampton, he comments on here through the YouTube side of things. That's my boy, Hampton. He just graduated from VCU this last year, and today is his birthday. Happy birthday to you, little bro. Happy birthday to you, Coach Hampton. You got, and he is a frequent listener. I hope you're going out and having fun tonight, but be safe. I want you to be alive while you're 25. All right, that's my boy. That's my little bro right there. Happy birthday, Coach Hampton. If you show up on the chat, I'm going to shout you out again, brother. Oh, man, I'm good, man. Look, it's Friday. Made it through another work week, you feel me? And it's good. I just got finished eating. You know what? I thought Power was on tonight. That's why I had the show started at 9:15, but I forgot Power is off for a week. If I had known that Power wasn't coming on tonight, I would have started the show probably an hour ago. I promise you. I would have probably started the show about an hour ago. But yeah, I'm going to dive deep into this Shannon Sharp shit because I got something to say. I got some point of views that I want to get across talking about Unc. But let's go ahead and, if you watched the Sports Plus Life half-ass, draft-ass coverage last night, I really hope you enjoyed yourself because I did. It was fun. Me, Sean, Aaron, and first time for my homeboy Vince being on the show. That was very fun. Now, the blasphemy, the crime, the absolute crime of this draft is Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders was not drafted. He still hasn't been drafted. He wasn't drafted last night. He still hasn't been drafted today. When I say now, the only person that I heard saying that they didn't believe that he was a first round talent was Keese. Robert is saying that was smart now, but I can't trust his football acumen. He still has a fucking grudge against the goddamn Washington Commanders over some shit that happened 37 years ago. Hey, that tastes good. But he still hasn't been drafted, and I see that as being personal because how a month ago, he was seen as a top 2 overall pick. Now he's completely out the first round and maybe out the second round. That's crazy. Oh, Lomar, man, glad you had fun, man, because you're always going to learn something and you're always going to laugh. That's one thing I promise. You're always going to learn something and you're always going to laugh watching Sports Plus Life. I don't care whether it's the beginning of the week show. I don't care if it's Talkin-ish, even the post-game show. But, boy, you're going to learn some things tonight. You're going to learn some things tonight. And so I like when my Broncos went with it. We drafted a cornerback out of Texas to play opposite Patrick Surtain. So I was very happy with that pick. But I'm gonna leave the draft. The rest of the draft is gonna be covered by my phone because you know how long that goddamn draft take. The rest of the draft will be covered by my phone. Okay. Now, NBA playoffs going on right now. We have the Milwaukee Bucks trailing the Indiana Pacers by 10 at halftime. We have the Orlando Magic leading the Boston Celtics heading into the fourth quarter. Last night we had the Los Angeles Clippers. Boys is dangerous. Them Los Angeles Clippers, they destroyed the Denver Nuggets. They beat them by about 30. We had Memphis blew a 29-point lead. Memphis was up by 29 points, 27 when Ja Morant got hurt. And Ja Morant, bruh, I understand you got hops, but when you just wildly jump into that, now that wasn't Dort didn't mean to undercut you when you was jumping, but you just jumped so wildly and recklessly into the air and fall, you're gonna get hurt. Now your season's over because you're not playing game 4. Memphis ain't winning. They blew a 29-point lead. Like I said, they was up 27 when you got hurt. Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, y'all ain't good enough to bring that one home. Even if y'all lose the series, y'all won't good enough to bring that one home. Scottie Pippen Jr. is a baller. Scottie Pippen Jr. can play. Why my Lakers gave up on, why my Lakers traded him is beyond me. And as I say that with a Lakers hat on. But, yeah, they're going to get swept. They're going to get swept. And the New York Knicks defeated the Detroit Pistons by 2 to take a 2-1 lead in that series last night. That was a good game, too. That's the game I was watching while the draft was going on. If you saw me looking like this, I was paying attention to the game because that Knicks-Pistons game, that Knicks-Pistons series has been the shiz na yata. Okay? That's been a good series, said Larsa. Well, fuck Larsa. She ain't got nothing to do with his playing career. Even though the dude she was dating at the time, Malik Beasley, was on the Lakers at the same time Scottie Pippen Jr. was. I was like, awkward. I imagine how them locker room conversations went. Yeah, Scottie Pippen Jr. said, hey, yeah, how about that chick over there? And Malik Beasley thinking, yeah, how about your mama, motherfucker? But, yeah, so that's where the playoffs are at now. Now, let me get to this Shannon Sharpe situation. Now, we talked about this for a hot little second before the draft started, but really couldn't go into detail the way I wanted to go into detail. But I'm going to go into detail tonight, and I'm going to cover some bases. Okay, I'm going to cover some bases here. And if anybody has an issue with what I'm saying, sorry. Actually, I'm not. I'm just saying. But yeah, now I'm going to go into detail with the Shannon Sharpe situation. I've been a Shannon Sharpe fan my whole life. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. It is what it is. Now, did Shannon put himself in this position? Absolutely. Absolutely. He put himself in this position. But, well, actually, no buts, because he put himself in that position. And this is a PSA. This is a PSA announcement to all successful black men. Y'all need to leave OnlyFans alone. Y'all do. Y'all need to leave OnlyFans alone. Don't you guys understand that something like OnlyFans has been created to be used as a weapon against successful people? Don't y'all get that? I mean, because you see these situations happen all of the time in OnlyFans. Anthony Edwards, countless others. Zion Williamson, like countless situations. And I don't understand. Oh, hey Hampton, I just wished you happy birthday, bro. I literally, but right before I started talking about Shannon Sharpe, I just wished you happy birthday. I just wished you happy birthday, my boy. Happy birthday. Be safe out there. I know you out. You know what I'm saying? You're enjoying your birthday. You partying it up. Just be safe, my boy. Be safe. All right. Salute. So, and I'm going to get some opinions on the Shannon Sharpe situation, but I want to say what I want to say first, uninterrupted, because I can do that. Hey, Leash. I want your opinion on this too. Stick around for me. I'm talking about Shannon Sharpe. First of all, again, PSA. Successful black men, please stop fucking with OnlyFans. Please stop fucking with OnlyFans. It is weaponized against us. It just is what it is. Okay? There are people out there, there are forces out there that are creating new and more creative ways to entrap, incriminate, or just blackball the black ballers. Okay? And this really gets on my nerves. Now, was Shannon Sharpe right for his situation? Shannon Sharpe, I don't feel bad for Shannon because, bro, you 54 years old and you coming at a 19-year-old. I mean, goddamn, my nigga. Like, come on, my nigga. 54 years old at the time, messing with a 19-year-old at the time, bruh. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Okay. He said it ain't tricking if you got it. Yep. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get your opinion soon too, because I'm pretty sure you would, but whatever. I mean, look. Let me tell you something. When I'm in my Lord willing, if I get to my 50s, and somebody of a younger age finds me attractive or want to give me some play, hey, it is what it is. Now, I ain't going 19, nigga. Not in my 50s. I ain't going 19 now. Like, like, no, bruh. Now, let me make this clear. I am not 56 years old. I'm not 54 years old. But again, that's like, because it's almost like you got to get a 19-year-old off of OnlyFans. You Shannon Sharpe. You a Hall of Famer. You're more famous than you've ever been. And I think that right there lies the problem. Shannon Sharpe has been in the limelight for the last 35 years. 35 years. He's been in the limelight, but he's never been this famous. He was famous as a Denver Bronco. He was famous as an All-Pro Hall of Fame, a multiple Super Bowl time champion. He was famous because he always talked shit, and he's no stranger to being in front of the camera with a microphone. Because Shannon, as soon as Shannon retired from football, he went to broadcasting with CBS. And it's like, okay, you should know better. But okay, be that as it may. And let's just call it what it is. You a freaky old nigga. That's what it is. You a freaky old nigga. You keep yourself in tip-top shape. You're more famous than you've ever been. And you a freaky old dude. You're a freak. You have a high drive. Okay. You have a high sex drive. Brother, Unc, there's nothing wrong with that. I have a high sex drive. And I do. I have a high sex drive myself. And that's one of the standards that I have that I want in my next relationship. I'm not trying to be funny. If you don't have if you can't match my sex drive, then it's not gonna work. Man, look, Tim, well then don't listen then, nigga. That's just how it is. Shannon Sharpe has a high sex drive, and there's nothing wrong with that. But bro, go find you a woman maybe about 20 years older than the one that you was messing with that has a high sex drive. Women in their 30s and 40s, there are women out there that still have a high sex drive. I need to find one of them, but they out there. And you got money. You got paper, nigga. You got paper, so you can do that. Okay? But yeah, that's one of the standards for a relationship with me. It's not the number one standard. It's not the only standard. It's not even the number one standard. But if you can't match my drive, and I'm not going to be happy, I want everybody to be happy. So if you can't match my drive, then okay, then it's just not going to work. I'm not going to waste the time. But you being 54 at the time, going after a 19-year-old at the time, and OnlyFans, stop fucking doing it. Stop doing it. Now, here's where I have a problem. Here's exactly where I have a problem. And afterwards, and after I say my piece, then I will open the floor to get a man's opinion and a woman's opinion. Here's my problem. There seems to be a double standard when it comes to black men. Yes, I'm going there. Yes, I'm going there. And I'm going to give you examples why. All right? Because first of all, if you're Shannon Sharpe is a black man in his 50s. Last week, Tracy Ellis Ross, a black woman in her 50s, came out publicly and was bragging on how she only messed with younger dudes. Now, not 19 young, but nonetheless, they only mess with younger dudes, bragging on it. Was there any backlash with Tracy Ellis Ross? No, not at all. Not even a little bit. But she could say that and get away with that. Any woman, any older woman who wants to mess with an older guy, particularly any older famous woman, whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Latino, whatever, who chooses to mess with a younger guy, it'll be no backlash. None. Any promiscuous woman in today's society, a woman can be as promiscuous as she want to be, and it's going to be celebrated. It's going to be promoted. You think I'm lying? Go listen to one verse from Sexy Red, Yucky Ass. One. That shit is popping in today's society. The more promiscuous, the better. Okay, so I got older black women in general being promiscuous. Old white men it doesn't matter what age an old white man dates, they get away with it. If you're an old white man, Bill Belichick's girlfriend is 50 years younger than he is, and he gets flowers for it. Bill Belichick is in his 70s, and his bitch is in her 20s. And nobody says nothing. Robert Kraft does his Playboy shit. He ended by damn near in his 80s, and nobody says nothing. So we got old white men, young woman, no problem. Old women, black, white, whatever, dates, sleeps with younger men, no problem, not frowned upon. Promiscuous woman, we promote that. If a dude is promiscuous, he may be facing charges, no problem. But older black man has a love affair with younger woman, younger white woman, whatever. Oh, we are just going to make it the biggest shit in the world. And I'm not sitting here saying Shannon Sharpe's decision-making when it comes to who he decides to share his bed with is agreeable. But do you see the double standard that I just laid out? Do you see the double standard that I just laid out? Why? If you look like this and you look like this and you do something like that, it's a problem. You can't sit here and say that's not true because I got evidence to back it up. I got evidence to back it up. We found out Coach Bill Belichick girlfriend was 50 years younger than him. We're like, go ahead, Coach Belichick. Yeah, boy, go ahead, Coach Belichick. Shannon Sharp messed with a chick 35 years younger than him. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. He's a da-da-da. He's a weirdo. Get the fuck out of here. Call it even across the board or don't fucking call it at all. Call it even across the board or don't call it at all. Robert Kraft going in there massage parlors, messing with all them other young, anonymous young bitches, 50 and 60 years younger than him. Oh, nothing. We don't hear nothing about that. I don't mean nothing because he's a billionaire and he white. Let a dude be promiscuous. He facing charges. PSA, successful black men, leave OnlyFans alone. Leave OnlyFans the fuck alone. If you got a high sex drive, go find you a chick around your age range who has an equally high sex drive. Trust me, they're out there. I ain't got it. But they're out there. I mean, it just is what it is. That shit gets, I mean, honestly, when I think about that shit makes me mad because the double standard is so fucking real. And this is a society that is trying to eliminate heterosexual, masculine black men. It is. It makes me so fucking mad because that's what the fuck is going on here. What the fuck Dolce say? And I watched that whole interview. And boy, she said that heterosexual black men is a red flag. Listen, chick. That shit, I mean, for one, it's not going to raise my blood pressure up just because your feelings got hurt. And I can understand, okay? Your boyfriend, who you thought was a heterosexual, cheated on you with a dude. But aren't you bisexual? You are what the fuck you attract. Get the fuck over it. Move the fuck on and don't label the whole heterosexual black male community just because something about your pussy attracted a bisexual nigga. So, you know, it is what it is. Shannon Sharp, you should know better, bro. You need to practice what you preach. If you got a high sex drive, I understand, brother. Go ahead and find you somebody that's, I mean, you ain't have to go to 19. The motherfucker, damn, go to 30, 40. Trust me, they out there, bro. You need to know better. And especially, and they like, it looks bad for him because of that recording. Give me a fucking break because he's saying, I'm gonna choke shit out you. But yet you see text messages from the chick saying, put a dog collar on me so you can choke me while you fucking the shit out of me. Give me that baby gravy. Baby gravy. Give me that baby gravy. I'm gonna put my tongue in your ass and then I'm gonna marry you. Bitch, what? So please, miss me with that audio shit because that was a setup. Come on, Shannon, you see what happened. It's all what happened to Jonathan Majors. You see the trouble Zion Williamson and Anthony Edwards had to go through. Come on, bruh. Yeah, Lomar, that a nasty bitch. $25,000 per ass cheek. I saw your ass, bitch. The bitch ain't that big. Ain't worth $25,000 a cheek. First of all, it didn't look like $25,000 ass cheeks. Them bitches look like a cup holder. The fuck out of here. $25,000 per motherfucking cheek. Nigga, stop. But now, and it's because the bitch feelings were hurt. The bitch feelings was hurt. He heard of everybody heard the whole Mama Shell. And she sent a text message to him saying, you cheated on me. Now, look, if that was Shannon's chick, Shannon should have just came out and said, that's my girl. But I can bet that the reason why he did not do that is because of everything that I laid out earlier. It would probably be frowned upon if a mid-50s strong black man is dating a 19-20-year-old white girl. That would be frowned upon. But it would not be frowned upon if head coach Bill Belichick can date somebody 50 years his elder. I mean, 50 years younger than him. It is okay if Tracy Ellis Ross can come out and say, I only sleep with men younger than me, 20, 30 years younger than me. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. because the standards change when it comes to black men, and the shit get on my nerves. The shit get on my nerves. She just wanted a big black baby so she could be set for the rest of her life. Leave these thirsty thought bitches alone. OnlyFans is a weapon against successful black men. Leave it alone. Now, I will bring a man's opinion on here, and let me tell you something, Robert, because I talked about this earlier. Robert Chandler has been texting me the last hour and a half. Robert Chandler trying to make some, thinking he calling shots. I told him, you don't call shots here. I'm going to tell you exactly what he said verbatim text message. Let's see. And he just came out of nowhere with this. I didn't say nothing to him. Nothing. Hey, bro, how come Letitia James fraud charges don't get as much attention from you as Trump did? What about the fact that everyone else that charged Trump with a crime are now up on charges? Jack Smith, if you don't cover that, you, my friend, are full of shit and biased shock jock. Wow. First of all, I don't know who the fuck Letitia James is, nor do I know who the fuck Jack Smith is. Robert, I don't know these niggas. I don't keep up with these niggas. Once we get off of Sports Plus Life Talking ish, I don't give a fuck about that whole topic. And I told him, I said, because I don't follow that stuff. But I said, but you know what tonight is? He said, no, it's because you biased as hell, but I know what tonight is. It's not, you listen anyway without rude jokes, but soon you will see. And that's when I said, again, I'm not biased, and I don't even know who them people are. He said, and again, he said, you knew them when Trump was charged and a convicted felon, though. So since these are facts, I won't be saying allegedly, and you can't cut me off. And that's why I said, you don't make the rules, sir. I said, and all that I knew was that Trump was charged. I said, and we will say allegedly, motherfucker. We will say allegedly. You don't make the rules in this bitch. I don't keep up with these people. I don't care about these people. I don't give a fuck about these people. You understand that? He knew who they was when Trump was charged. Go back at any show and look at the name. Look at any show when I ever said Letitia James or Jack Smith. We can look. We could go through every show where I mentioned one of those names. I don't give a fuck, sir. I don't care. I gave you the floor so you can talk about that shit. I don't give a fuck. Now, he said, I'm not saying it when the news that's approved by Facebook. I said, then I'll say it. He said, everything I'm going to share is straight off my page from Fox News. That's why I tag you. And I said, I don't live by Fox News. And this went on pretty much until I went live. So I know he heard me loud and motherfucking clear. You don't make the rules, sir. Remember that.
There we go.
Yes, you started it, nigga. I was minding my own business. And you just came at me like an attack. You just came at me with that shit. I'm like, this nigga feeling himself. He gonna say, and you can't cut me off. Nigga, what? I'm gonna tell you what. You don't want me to cut you off? Don't be talking and then stop and have some long-ass dramatic pause and then try to talk again. Because if you talk and you stop talking for 5 seconds, I'm going to start talking.
Breaking. FBI Director Kash Patel has announced the arrest of Milwaukee Judge Hannah Duggan for obstructing ICE during arrest of an illegal alien.
Hey, Rob, I'm talking about Shannon Sharp. I brought you on right now to talk about Shannon Sharp.
Oh,
not no damn ICE.
We still on the Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, we're still on Shannon Sharp.
So, everybody got some dirt, and Shannon Sharp hands dirty, and this only the beginning of it. It's only the beginning of it. And OnlyFans is a tool against successful people. But again, look at you. So you pointed out the bias in the media, right? But what you don't point out is the distraction? What are you being distracted from with Shannon Sharp?
I'm talking about Shannon Sharp, not the distractions from Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, but see, that's where the problem is. I understand you don't want to touch on the distractions, but you can't just focus on the problem. You gotta focus. You gotta look at where it started. If all you do is focus on this the problem, you never come to a solution. If that makes sense. So if it's a problem, just stop watching it. Because that's what society is gonna do. That's what they do to us as successful black men. So you either gotta take steps to guard yourself, or this gonna be the repercussions.
That's your own, because I'm getting a man and a woman's opinion on this. So let me know if are you finished.
I'm done.
All right, all right. Hold your horses, sir. Woman's opinion, Shannon Sharp. What it is?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Well, I don't disagree with you when you say there's a bias towards black men. I mean, everybody knows that. That's the history of black men in America. But at the same time, he did it to himself. Like, I know you said you don't feel sorry for him, but it's like all the money and the power and the influence can't buy you wisdom, clearly, to know that these traps are out there. And a lot of time, the same black men that we crying about do it to themselves. You know, it's a system out here that's set up against you. Why do that? Why put yourself out there like that?
That's what drives me nuts, because you see it happen
So
with
it
Anthony
is
Edwards,
what it is.
Jonathan Majors. Yeah.
It
No, I
is
don't
what
disagree.
it is.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree, because I said that. Yes, he did this to himself. But when I think about, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Yes, he did it to himself. And again, I don't feel bad for him. But like, wait a minute. But it's okay for Bill Belichick to have a girlfriend 50 years younger. It's okay for Tracy Ellis Ross last week to come out and brag about having sex with men 20, 30 years younger than her. It's okay for Robert Kraft to go in a massage parlor and get any chick he want to do whatever he want that's 50 and 60 years younger than him. Nothing happens. It's okay for Sylvester Stallone to have a wife 50 years his youth. That's all right. What's
Did
the one
somebody
common
come out
denominator?
against
None of them
Robert
are black
Kraft?
men. Huh?
Did someone come out against Robert Kraft?
They came out about Robert Kraft a long time ago, but that shit got shut down real quick.
But you also got to mention too, like, a lot of those situations that you named are just regular relationships. It's nobody coming out against nobody. Apparently, whatever Bill Belichick is doing in his relationship, they seem to both be okay with it. So, I mean, like, Shannon Sharp made the mistake of, you're 54 years old at the time you meet this girl. Like, you should be wise enough to know that she is not mature enough for no type of situation like this.
No.
And what you about to get yourself into.
Now when you saying baby gravy.
Like, seriously, I mean, at 19, like, literally, she hasn't really been around like that. So, she meet this man, big black man with all this money and this and that, like, and you having sex with her and everything like that, like, you making her feel some type of way. Then she hear you coming out on Instagram with Michelle.
Mama shit.
Oh,
Mama
that
shit.
was
Mama shit.
that was it. That
Mama
is
shit.
what it is. I don't think it was the system or anything. That is what sealed his fate. Is when that Instagram leak happened, because he was already skating on thin ice with ESPN when that shit happened. Then when the girl found out about it, she mad because she thought they were in an exclusive relationship, but she found out about Michelle.
Now, see, I think,
and that sounds like something a 19-year-old would do.
Now, but what I'm saying is, I think that there may be, I don't know, of course, I don't know this for fact, but what if the case came where Shannon Sharp may have wanted. I mean, what I said was maybe he was really feeling her, and if he was feeling her, he should have just came out public and said, "This is my girl." And if that was the case, he probably thought that would be frowned upon because of his age, her age, and particularly his race.
Well, if
Because
he was really feeling her, he shouldn't have been with Michelle, period.
hey, Mama Shell. Hey, man, well, look, either way, he did it to himself. But the double standards of the shit, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. I mean, Shannon Sharp, a freaky ass old nigga. They're freaky ass old chicks out there. And leave them OnlyFans motherfuckers alone. OnlyFans is a trap. And I don't understand why people keep falling for it. It is a trap. It is a trap. It is a setup to bring us to a new way to get us to bring us down, to shame and humiliate us. It's crazy.
Well, black men, and not just black men, but people in general need to stop setting their own selves up to fail. Period.
And again, you would think you've heard so many stories about said exact same situation, and everybody else has the same response. Oh, that ain't gonna happen to me because I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z different, X, Y, and Z different. That shit don't make a difference. That shit don't make a difference. I'm gonna create a website called FWB, Friends with Benefits. You gonna have to sign a virtual contract saying if you choose to meet somebody off this app, if your feelings, if you get involved, and if you tell the other person that your feelings are involved, they can cut you off.
What the fuck? It sounds like you've been thinking about this for a minute.
I just thought about it today.
You late, they beat you to it. It's called Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
But I said you have to sign like a disclosure. See Facebook, all of that stuff.
Tag.
That should get you in trouble because it puts you in contact with niggas you have forgot about. I'm talking about this exclusively, like Tinder. Like Tinder. Except no, you got to sign this shit. Man, one of my coworkers told me you should start a Tinder account. And I was like, nah. And she told me what the fuck Tinder was about. I was like, I looked at the shit. I said, this is not me. I said, this ain't me. I said, I don't roll like this. I said, I can't.
Taking off the iPhone.
It's nothing wrong with meeting people the old-fashioned way.
You're right. It's not. I mean, because you know, nigga get single and lonely. So like Tinder, what the fuck is Tinder? Well, I used to do X, Y, and Z. I was like, brr. I like, nah. I said, no, that's how shit happened. I said, that's how shit happened off of shit like that. Like Rob, pre and post date expenses. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that. All right, so, I've got my Shannon Sharp subject out the way. Go ahead, Robert. Speak your mind.
Speak my mind about what?
I don't know who Letitia James or none of these people are who you was interrogating me about when you was text messaging me earlier tonight.
So you saying we don't?
You saying that we're not covering it? Go ahead and cover it.
But I gotta ask some clarifying questions to make sure, because when you was talking about Trump being a felon, that's all you kept saying. So I just assumed that you knew about the people that were charging them.
How long ago did we talk about Trump being a felon? This was before the election. So you're talking about a conversation that we haven't even talked about in at least 7 months. And I don't know the people who made the charges because I don't care. But out of fairness, because we did talk about, the Trump case, felon, all of that stuff, we did. You said now those people are now, they now have charges. Go ahead. The floor is yours, my boy.
Hold on, cause
Oh, go ahead, Milwaukee. Get him. Get him. Get
damn.
him. You need to charge it up, huh? Uh-huh. Go ahead. Now you text me for 2 hours. Guns are blazing. What's up? What it is? What it is, Hope? What's up?
Oh boy.
Don't fall. Because I will pick you up and then I will laugh. I mean, let me see what else. You hit me up saying that when we take biases as common sense, that is the end of all common sense. I can't pronounce this dude's first name, but his last name is NASCAR. Okay. And then you sent me cognitive dissonance. So the floor is yours. Remember that I am still offering the truth, red pill, blue pill, or red gummy bear, blue gummy bear. Now what's up?
Man, hold on 1 second. I want to make sure I get the whole story right. I'm almost there.
All right.
So basically, what it is, while she was claiming that Trump was doing all this and that, she was committing fraud and had a house here in Virginia while she was AG of New York.
Hey, Alicia, you funny as a bitch. And well, that Jeopardy music just went back on. Well,
Let's go to Jack Smith.
Jack Smith. Yes, Jack Smith.
Another figure that was essential.
Bang, 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 bang. Bing, bang, 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 bang. Boom. All right, what's up, Jack Smith?
Special counsel Jack Smith discloses gift of $140,000 in free legal services. Jack
What does that
Smith,
mean?
this is out of Politico. Jack Smith, the special counsel who brought two criminal charges against President Donald Trump, received $140,000 in pro bono legal services from a prominent Washington law firm before he resigned last month.
Okay. So, all right. So, when you first came on here, before I had to say, hey, we're talking Shannon Sharp, you started talking about this stuff. So, go ahead. I keep saying, go ahead. So, so elaborate on what you just read me.
What I'm reading you right now, without saying I told you so when I was right, all the people that charged Donald Trump are now getting investigated and locked up. All the charges they brought against Donald Trump, none of them stuck. They were all made up. All of them. It's not allegedly. If you
Okay.
bother to go and look at the news, all he just declassified the documents from the Russia hoax. It's not alleged anymore. These people committed treason. It's a known fact. Everybody knows. That's why nobody's saying nothing.
All right. Well, hey, say something for everybody. We're listening. So there was a hoax. It was all made up. So what does
No,
that
because I'm
mean for
wondering.
them?
Because what does that mean for them? That means they're going to Gitmo. That means they're going to hang. I'm
They're
just
not just
wondering
going
where
to
all
jail.
the energy was when Trump was running into court, when actually what you was seeing was the republic and democracy at work. with these evil people trying to um unseat a duly elected president.
You said where was the energy at? The only person who probably had some energy was probably Tony, and Tony doesn't come on here anymore. I
Mm,
really never showed any energy
mm.
because, again, I don't care.
Okay, you don't care.
I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, but go ahead, have at it. I mean, I'll
Yeah,
get. Do you
I
get
just I love the way that I love the way, and this is your show, but I just love the way that you crafted and you dodge. It's like a nice Philly shadow, Philly Philly shell,
what?
because
What am I? What?
that is not the same energy that you had.
But what am I dodging? I don't even, like I
That is
said.
not the same energy that you
I
had
don't.
at
I
all.
don't know. I don't know
For the
these.
last couple of months, anytime got charged, what you got to say about your boy now? He a criminal. He a criminal. He a criminal.
Okay,
He a
okay, Rob.
criminal. You
Okay,
not gonna
Rob.
keep coming on
Okay,
here.
okay, Rob. What you got to
So,
say about your boy now? He a criminal, huh? He
but
a criminal.
what you got to say about the people that's charging them, and they are the real criminals?
I don't know who the fuck
That's
they
the
are, so I
question.
don't care. I don't know who the fuck they are, so I
So,
don't care.
so now, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just so I'm clear, you went on the offensive about a person and some made up charges, and you didn't take the time to even find out about the name of the people that were charging him.
That's
Only the
why.
fact that he was getting charged.
That's
But
why.
now
That's why I
that
bring you
I'm
on here.
pointing out that the people that charged them are getting charged, now you got no energy. You got no you
That's
got
why.
nothing.
Okay, I tell you what. For one, you can't look at any show where I ever said the name Leticia James or Jack Smith. You can't find one. And also,
That's a
you can, but I guarantee no. But I then search it up. Then Robert, you do so much research. Research that. But I bet you can find a show where I've said multiple times. That's why you come on here. That's why I have you on here. I don't keep up with this stuff.
every
That's
time I
why I
open
bring
my
you on
mouth,
here.
you cut
I
me
have said
off.
that multiple times, sir.
Remember that show when with the white dude and you cut me off and I just left? You know how
Well,
many
Rob,
times
I
you cut
mean,
me off every time I
yeah,
start talking?
the show. Wait a minute. Yes, I
Because I'm
remember
just
the
asking
show.
questions.
The show with no, hold on, because I know what show you're talking about. The show where I brought on Ryan. Yes, Ryan. And you decided to leave when I was finding you have this used to this, you decided to leave when I was finding a website you asked me to. And then I'm looking, I find the website, and then you gone. Then you gone. I'm just saying. You asked me to find a website so you could prove a point. I said, okay, give it to me. And you give and
No.
you
You
and
let
I'm
him
typing it
talk
out,
for
and then I look
20
up and
minutes,
you're
and
gone.
then when I wanted to talk, you and him kept cutting me off. That's why I left.
You want me to pull that show
Get
up?
that let's
Do you,
get that
do
right.
you
Are
want
you
me
sure
to
you
pull?
want to
You want me
pull
to
it
pull
up?
that show up?
Are you sure you want to pull it up?
Sure, sure. I just have to remember the number of the show. But yes, I do remember that. Yes, I remember me looking for something that I said, I think I found it. I'm like, where'd he go? And he's like, I don't know. He left. So I mean, you're saying all of this stuff to say what? Okay, there are people who I guess were responsible for Trump getting charged, who are now getting charged. Okay, okay, that's I mean
That's all you
if
got
they
to that's all you got to say.
if they lied about if they lied about charges, then they should be charged. If they lied about
My
charges,
thing
then they
is
should be
though,
charged.
what they're being charged for, I don't know anything about this. Like I never heard of these people either, but from what Robert just said about what their charges are, their charges aren't even related to anything for Trump. You said the girl was taking money or whatever, had a house in Virginia, and wow, he did it again.
What happened?
Where in the world? I don't know. He's gone.
And I'm looking for the episode.
This is and no, Brandon, you know what? I didn't do it this time. I didn't do a
I'm literally
thing.
I don't even have it on the StreamYard screen. This is exactly how it happened. What the fuck?
I'm just trying to figure out because, like I said, I don't know anything about those people. But if he's trying to say, like,
I don't. I
you
know
know,
for
basically saying that Trump is a good guy because look, these people tried to charge him and now they're being charged. But it's like their charges are totally unrelated to Trump, and just because they're getting charged, they probably just as bad as he is. Don't mean he didn't do what he was being charged with.
And I think if they were lying about that, then they should be charged. But I never said the name Leticia Smith. I
Right.
never said
But he didn't
Leticia
say that
James. I never, huh?
he didn't say that their charges were in relation to lying about Trump. That's what I was trying to understand. I didn't say anything to offend him. I know that for sure. I've been quiet this whole time.
I know. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
I can't. I cannot. I just can't. We
That
can
was
we can finish. Like we can I don't
no.
know.
Yeah, we can keep on. But what the fuck just happened? Like, here it is. I got to show up. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me bring that up because it's like, bro, like, what about? I got that energy. I got that type of energy. Oh, this evening. I don't get it. At least Alicia said, "OMG." He just, hey, Leash, he just banged on us, right? He banged on us again.
And not being interested in at least military history, but I understand. Go ahead, bring it up.
I'm. Hey, look, don't be making no demands. I'm trying. Just wait a second. God damn it. I'm
See,
looking at the link. I'm
all of those
looking at the link.
things
I'm looking at the
make
link. I'm
sense.
trying to copy and paste it.
Okay.
Because I have to go to another screen to pull up. I have to go to
Well,
another screen, which will take me off of this one so I can go do the link. Hey,
go ahead. While you doing that,
text it to me. Text it to me. Text it to me. Text it to me.
now I got to go through.
You want the link up?
That's why I put it in the Facebook chat. Dang.
Yes, but what I'm saying is I have to open up another window, which takes me off of this window.
You make me have to do the same thing.
You want the damn link up. So if you want the link up, text it to me so I can get the link up.
No, because we need a visual aid. Damn.
Okay, well, text me the link so I can put the link up.
Brandon, I got to go find it on the phone and I'm still using it.
Okay, let me see. Let me take a picture. Boy, stop. Jesus Christ. Well, I got a flip phone. All right. Okay. All right. Don't worry about it, bro. I got it. I got it. At least I thought I had it. Okay. No, that ain't it. That's my vote for Jesus. That wasn't a great picture, but all right, we're gonna make it work. All right, go ahead. Say what you want to say. Talk while I'm looking.
So part of the problem is we got to look at where they stole this country, right? And in order to address all that, you said a whole lot. I don't like it when people go off like that and then you don't give nobody a chance to expand or at least a little rebuttal on what you said. But here we go. With the healthcare. Healthcare is another industry, another cottage industry that they've created to further push their authority.
You saying we don't need healthcare?
What if I told you that there were 6,000 patents that are being withheld from us through the same mechanism that you described?
Man, I do want hospitals and doctors and stuff.
Oh shit! Here we go.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
So,
well, our doctors are going to need to be retrained.
I mean, I've got. There's definitely ways that we can improve the healthcare system, but like, I don't know. We should have healthcare.
We should have free healthcare, if you ask me. That's
yeah,
and we are going to.
Oh no.
Oh,
well,
shit.
We dropped.
What happened? See?
We lost him.
Oh, he'll be back. So,
yeah, I'm sure.
So go ahead and elaborate, Ryan. Hold on, let me see if he actually comes back. No,
well, I mean, I
go
ahead and
elaborate.
Yeah. I don't want to be going off while he's not, here.
He'll be able to hear you. Trust me.
Oh, he can hear? Oh, okay.
He'll be able. He never came back. But do you see what I'm saying? Who interrupted him? And I'm like, who interrupted? Who did X, Y, and Z? Like, he just. I'm gonna have to run it back because again, I wasn't looking on the screen when you started talking. I wasn't
looking on the screen either. I was just talking, and then I just happened to look down and I saw that he was gone. It's fine. I mean, honestly, I don't really care.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey, bro, I can't help but laugh, man. I can't help but laugh, yo. Yes, Lomar, he left again.
It's not funny. That shit is sad.
Oh shit!
It's like it's like almost like having a tantrum.
It really is. Because, I mean, he's swearing. I mean, he keeps saying, where was the same energy? I never, for one, it wasn't me who had any of the energy when it came to the whole Trump charges or anything. That was Tony. All I did was listen. Second of all, those names that he named out, Leticia James and Jack Smith, I never. That's why I said, go back and look at the show. Go back and look at any show where we talking in regards around that time period and see when I mentioned any of their names. And he said, I bet I could find it. Okay, we'll find it. You love to do research. But I tell you what you can find. You can find me on several shows saying that's what you're here for. I don't keep up with this. That's why I bring you on. I've said that on several shows. And then he's like, find the show when I left because you and he said, the white dude, okay, I'm going to find it. And while I find it, you leave. Just because Kia starts talking. Like, what the hell is that?
It's fine.
Like, that's nuts.
I don't mind being the boogeyman.
Hey, you don't like your ass. You had him shook.
I don't give a fuck.
You had him shook because this nigga came in. That nigga came in here on fire. When I first stopped talking about Shannon and I brought him in, he started talking about the subject that he was supposed to be talking, the subject that he wanted to really talk about. And he came in on fire. And
I don't really understand. There's nothing to be shook about. I mean, bottom line is I don't have a problem with Robert. But what I do have a problem with is the shit Robert say out his mouth. And I don't understand why he don't understand that I don't play that. So you could say whatever you want to say as long as you're okay with me saying whatever I want to say. If we can both agree on that, we okay.
And
like, what the fuck? But you're not gonna sit here and talk shit and get mad when I talk shit back. And in my defense, I've talked no shit. I've been on my best behavior.
And as soon as I brought you on to talk about Shannon, that nigga got church mouse quiet.
Oh, well, it is what it is.
I'm like, Rob, well, say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. Exactly, Lomar. We supposed to agree to disagree. My goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. It's your fault, Kia. I'm just playing.
That's fine.
I'm just joking. No, because I guess when you started chuckling, I guess he got mad.
I'm sorry. It's funny. It's
It is
funny. It's
It is
funny.
funny.
I tried. That's why I muted my mic. I was trying so hard to keep quiet, but then I thought I was done laughing, so I unmuted it. But then one slipped out. Like y'all weren't supposed to hear that.
You said that shit like you farted or something. Hey, he said his rants are funny. They do be funny because he be so into it. But I'm like, you coming at me saying, where's all the energy at? What energy, bruh? What energy? I hope while he's in his feelings, I hope he goes back and looks at all of the Sports Plus Life Talking issues that we've done since I've started going live, and name me one show where I said Tisha James and Jack Smith. I don't know these folks. I don't even pretend to know these niggas.
And you know, I'm into all the news and stuff like that, but I'm honestly, I've never heard of them or what Robert is referring to. And I wasn't coming for him. I was honestly just trying to get clarification. I didn't really understand what the point he was trying to make, because he kept saying they got charges. Okay, but are there charges related to Trump, or are these completely separate charges that don't have nothing to do with nothing? Because I mean, two things can be the same. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. But
yeah, two things can be true
at the same time. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. But I was just confused. I was trying to get clarification. So maybe, I don't know. It is what it is, man. I don't care. I'm not about to babysit no goddamn grown ass man and his feelings. If he want to get off every time I get on, it's fine. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter to me. I don't want to argue with his ass. No way. The fuck? But one thing I ain't gonna do is stand on mine. You're not gonna sit here and talk shit to me and think I'm not gonna say anything back.
He did not want to hear your opinion at all. As soon as you started talking, that nigga said, bloop.
Good.
Oh,
good. Good.
Oh shit. That nigga did not want to hear you. Said, okay, I'm gonna stay on here, but as soon as she say anything, I'm out of here.
It's ridiculous. I was being so respectful. I won't chiming in. I'm just listening. I'm just absorbing information. It's fine.
I don't get it, because I literally, he said, go find the show, and I found the show. See, when somebody tells me to go find something, I find it. You know, so and I mean, and like I said, he hit me up about an hour and some change before I went live. And like I said, I hadn't talked to him all day. I hadn't talked to him since me, Sean, and Aaron was talking to him through the chat yesterday. And then all of a sudden I get a text message like making demands and shit. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. I mean, like, where did it start? Yeah, he said he texted me this at 5:32. So I said an hour and some change. He texted me this 3 hours before I went on. Hey, bro, how come Letitia James fraud charges don't get as much attention from you as Trump did? What about the fact that everyone that charged Trump with a crime is now up on charges? Jack Smith. If you don't cover that, you, my friend, are full of shit and bias. Shock jock.
There's a lot of criminals in the world, but not everybody attempts to overthrow the government. So,
But
I
I'm just
mean,
sitting here like, where did that come from?
I don't know. Brandon, listen, I'm at this point, I'm bowing out.
So I
Don't
said,
invite me to no more government talks. I don't want
well,
to talk politics no more,
well,
especially with Robert.
this wasn't a government talk. I brought you on here to talk about Shannon.
So what
I
I'll
wanted
do
to,
is when I'm on here, excuse me, when I'm on here, and if I just so happen to be on here when Robert is on here and he start talking his shit, I'm just gonna do like I did earlier. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let him have the floor. I'm gonna sit it out because I'm done.
I didn't bring you on here to talk politics. I brought you on here because I wanted a woman's opinion about the Shannon Sharp situation. That's why.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, Robert, the floor is yours. And you didn't say shit.
I didn't.
But
I'm proud of myself.
as soon as you did, bloop,
Brandon, shut up. You know, it's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Like, I'm a big girl. You know, I'm not gonna go and cry because he didn't want to come out and play. It's
what the
fine.
fuck? Hey,
I was gonna be and see no because I know I probably sound like I'm talking shit, but I'm really not. Like I'm being so serious. I even told you earlier. I don't plan on having any issues with him. If he even started that shit, I was gonna defer to you, Brandon. You deal with him because I'm not about to sit here and keep arguing with Robert.
I'm still in
It's
awe
not
that
paying my bills. I can't do that.
Lomar said, I'm still in awe that he just up and left like that. I'm ready to go to my phone and rewind this shit back to when he left.
Yes, do it. Okay. Do it.
Hold up. That shit. Oh my goodness. I'm like, wait a minute, what? That man just dipped. Let me see. All right. You want to pull it up? Sure. I just have to remember the number of the show. But yes, I do remember that. Yes, I remember me looking for something that I said, I think I found it. I'm like, where'd he go? And he's like, I don't know. He left. So I mean, you're saying all of this stuff to say what? Okay, there are people who I guess were responsible for Trump getting charged, who are now getting charged. Okay, that's all you got. That's all you got. If they lied about charges, then they should be charged. If they lied about charges, then they should be charged.
What they're being charged for, I don't know anything about this. Like, I've never heard of these people either. But from what Robert just said about what their charges aren't even related to anything for Trump. You said the girl was taking money or whatever at the house in Virginia, and wow, he did it again.
Hey, as soon as you disagreed with him, his ass bounced.
You said the girl comical either, but from what Robert just said about what their charges aren't even related to anything for Trump. You said the girl was taking money or whatever, had a house in Virginia, and wow, he did it again. What happened? What in the world? I don't know. He's gone.
And I'm looking for the episode.
It's so hilarious. You know what? I didn't do it this time.
Oh shit! I don't even have it. That is hilarious. If they lied about charges, one more time for the cause. If they lied about charges, then they should be charged.
What they're being charged for, I don't know anything about this. Like, I've never heard of these people either. But from what Robert just said about what their charges aren't even related to anything for Trump. You said the girl was taking money or whatever, had a house in Virginia, and Wow. He did it again. Brandon. I cannot. It's funny. I'll give him that.
Hey, but listen, you said, I don't know. He's gone. And like, I'm lost.
Was taking money or whatever, had a house in Virginia, and wow, he did it again. What happened? Where in the world? I don't know. He's gone.
And I'm looking for the episode.
And look, Brandon, you know what? I didn't do it this time. I didn't do it.
I don't even oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I can't. that nigga leave in highlight fashion.
Oh, man.
Oh, as soon as you said it didn't have anything to do with Trump, that nigga was out.
As soon as I disagreed,
that nigga was out.
It's like, dude, you cannot be on a podcast where debating is one of the main, forms of conversation, I guess. Mm-hmm. And you can't even stomach the opposing opinion. Like you literally can't stomach it.
Thank you, Lomar. The show is called Sports Plus Life Talking Ish. That's the
and I won't even talking shit. I wasn't talking shit.
Shame on you for not agreeing, Kia. You should know better than that.
I wasn't talking shit, goddamn it. This is why I said didn't I say I won't coming back on the podcast? Because every time I said
didn't
that.
do anything wrong. No, you did nothing wrong. Nothing. Oh no. No.
Well,
I'm not even sit here and let you say everything. No, you did nothing wrong. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And I noticed the change in attitude as soon as you came on. I noticed the change in attitude as soon as you came on, because I remember the comment that he made a couple of weeks ago. And, nobody was talking. Nobody came on here on any disrespectful stuff. You said what you had to say about Shannon and you was quiet. And then he was the one who all of a sudden, because like I said, he had an energy about him. He had Lomar said he's surprised you came back. Look, I don't know if you can see the comment.
I know, shit. Yeah, I'm surprised too, Lomar. I don't know why I keep signing myself up for this.
You told me you wanted to be on tonight, and that's cool. Like I said, I wanted an opinion. I wanted a woman's opinion about Shannon Sharpe. And I'm like, okay, this shouldn't be that deep. But like I said, Robert had a bone to pick as soon as he came on here.
I hope he don't think it's anything personal, because I don't care if it was Robert or anybody else. If anybody else came on here doing what Robert does, I would do the same thing, because I have no tolerance for it. I don't care who it is. Don't take it personal, Robert. Like, I have no personal problems with Robert. I just have an issue with what he says out of his mouth and how he say it, particularly to me. Like, don't come at the only girl who be on the show like that when some of these dudes be shutting your ass down. You don't got shit to fucking say. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, I don't like that. And it's nothing personal. It just is what it is. If you don't like it, don't dish it out.
Sharpe is a fool for what the situation. He's too old to be tricking. Hey, don't disagree. He is too old to be tricking. I'll tell you what, he's too old to be tricking with somebody that age. That's for damn sure. But but that's the whole reason.
Don't he have kids? He have kids, right?
He got grown ass kids.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not.
He got grown ass kids. But but like Rob clearly had a bone to pick way before he came on here, because like I said, he hit me up almost 4 hours before the show talking shit, saying that if I don't do this, that, and the third, and I can't interrupt him, and he's not saying allegedly, and I had to stop him. I said, nigga, you feel it. You don't make the rules, bro. You don't call the shots. You know, I mean, and I told him, I don't know if he was listening, but I told him, I said, if you go into one of your soliloquies and you take one of your long ass dramatic pauses, I'm going to talk.
You know what I think Robert should do? I think Robert needs his own platform,
Or get a
somewhere
show.
where he can go where he feels like no one is hearing him.
He could easily do that. To be honest, I think there is a pimp involved. Maybe not a street guy, but a corporate lawyer who's setting these guys up in Hollywood. Absolutely, there's a pimp going. There's a pimp like that involved. Absolutely, absolutely, there's somebody like that involved. It's called a word that I'm not gonna say on here, but absolutely, there is a pimp involved. There is definitely a pimp involved. There's always somebody setting. There's these certain women are certain women. I'm not trying to be funny. Are plants. Certain people are plants. They are plants, and the purpose that they serve is to kind of shake down or bring a notable celebrity down through legal means. The stuff that was implicated in those the things that are implicated in that lawsuit, I'm gonna tell you that's bullshit. Because first of all, how the hell can you have a complicated consenting relationship? That shit doesn't make sense. Second of all, if those things indeed that was filed in the lawsuit were true, why wouldn't you file a criminal case? Why are you going straight to civil? So to me, it definitely seems like a shakedown, take down, you busted. Where Shannon Sharp fucked up at is one, messing with a woman on OnlyFans. Two, messing with a woman that fucking young on OnlyFans. And three, I guess not making it clear that this is strictly a physical thing, not an emotional relationship thing, even though they was messing with each other for about a year and a half. But there's definitely somebody pulling strings to get this stuff happening because Shannon Sharp's star has soared over the last couple of years. And maybe he said no to something that we don't know. Maybe he said something, maybe he said no to something that a lot of people would say yes to. Hint, hint. Because the whole $10 million hush money situation gave me the clue of a pimp. No dumb young girl is going to say no to that. Pimp manages other, all right. To answer that question, most young girls wouldn't say no to $10 million, but she has a money grubbing lawyer in her corner. Tony Busby, this is what he's known for. So Tony Busby could easily be saying, nah, if he's gonna offer 10, that means you could probably get 25 from him. Because he tried to write her a gone now check. $10 million, gone now. Get the fuck out my face. But she had already lawyered up. And that makes it look worse. And just because he offered her a $10 million check doesn't mean he's guilty of sexual assault or sexual battery. It's just probably some shit that he just wants to go away ASAP. Exactly. They seen how quickly Sharp folded and offered 10 million. They figured they could get 50 million. Exactamundo. Exactly. And that doesn't mean that he's guilty. But I mean, some people are just so busy. He's probably so busy. I ain't got time for all this shit. I got Club Shay Shay. I got Nightcap. I got First Take. I don't have time to be going through no legal book. Here's $10 million. Have a nice life. But now you got a lawyer saying, no. If he's gonna offer 10, let's see how high he'll go. Plus, you're gonna be embarrassed, and now he stepped away from his job. He said, we need to do an investigation on Busby. I have a feeling him and his team are setting up a bunch of these guys. I can believe that. You see how quick that shit dropped against Jay-Z, though. What's your thoughts, Kia?
About what?
What I was just talking about.
I mean,
I'm going to need you to pay attention.
no, I was paying attention. I kind of already share my thoughts about it. Like, I mean, I don't.
What about the whole
It's
investigation of
obvious.
Busby?
It's. I mean, listen. Everybody know Tony Busby is a crook. Okay, But at the same time, I mean, it's obvious it's a shakedown, obviously. And then to be honest, you know what I'm feeling like too? Because I gotta get it right on the timeline though. But there was a point in time where she was like, hold on, I'm trying to think because I heard it on the Breakfast Club. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know. It's a shakedown, and he a fish that got caught in the net. But you know what? It's like, I guess maybe it's a lesson that he had to learn because, so people like, even though Shannon Sharp has been, in entertainment for a while because he's been a football player, whatever the case may be, like you said earlier, his star has rose dramatically over the last year and some change. And he's been popular. Everybody's favorite uncle, Uncle Shay Shay, and this
Yep.
and this and that. And that got him feeling some type of way. So when you mix that with money and women throwing themselves at you, you get to feeling yourself. And, some people forget to humble themselves, and life will humble your ass. And it's like people get too comfortable in situations thinking like, oh, it'll be all right. It's me, whatever the case may be. Just like you said earlier, it could never happen to me. And look, it happened to him. It literally happened to him. Stuff he'd
Yep.
been reporting on for years.
Yep.
Similar situations literally happened to him. It's like, are you kidding me?
Literally. Literally.
I don't understand. I just don't understand.
It's like an analyst reporting on a famous person who got caught drunk driving and saying, you got to be more responsible. You should have somebody driving for you or call an Uber. But these guys always think it's never going to happen to me. And that same person reporting on that gets busted for a DUI.
All right. Oh, what I was going to say, I couldn't think of it earlier, but like there was apparently she had videotaped some stuff, and it was like they allegedly say it was edited to make it look like whatever they were doing was not consensual. And it's like, you got to think about this 19-year-old girl. Now, I don't want to assume anything about her because I do not know her. But at the same time, it's like if I was a scheming ass 19-year-old and this old ass man in the gym checking for me with money, I feel like not trying to disrespect to anybody who lives that life, but it's very city girl-ish. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
man, call a spade a spade. It is what it is.
It's like you setting him up. Why would you unknowingly record anything? Why would you record? It's like you had intentions from the jump to do something crazy.
It's like I said earlier about plants. Think about this. Let me give you an example. What the fuck is this? Jonathan Majors. It's a pattern. Remember, she had a recorded conversation with him.
Yeah.
She and she saved the recorded conversation with Jonathan Majors. These women are being told to do this. Once they reel them in, meaning once they've gotten a little something a couple of times and they feel comfortable, these women are being told to do this because the patterns are eerily similar. Conversations being recorded. Isn't unknowingly recording somebody, ain't that a crime? Can't you get arrested for that shit?
It depends on the state. Some states you can, some states you can't.
But this is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. Jonathan Majors, as soon as his star,
it's not a coincidence. It's a lesson.
Oh, no. I definitely think it's a lesson, but I'm talking about the tactics that are being used. These people, these women are being told to do this.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is it's a lesson for everybody, not just Shannon Sharp.
Yeah. But you know what?
People got to move a lot smarter, especially people with money.
But there's another dumb celeb out there that said, won't happen to me. I guarantee you. You already know. Because logic doesn't change. Logic doesn't operate the same when you think it with your dick. I'm just saying. It just ain't. Logic does not operate the same. And while you may be saying, damn shame what happened to Shannon Sharp, damn shame what happened to Jonathan Majors, you see what happened to Anthony Edwards? But as soon as you find yourself in that very same position, well, it ain't gonna happen to me. Come on, girl. Nah, bro. Nah. Nope. And it like, if I ever became famous, first of all, I'd be like, I'm good. I'm straight. No, I'm good. I don't. No. Hey, what? No, thank you.
I'd take the success without the fame. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. All I like Tupac said, all I want is money. Fuck the fame. I'm a simple man.
Period.
Shannon was very naive in this whole thing. Shannon, see, the thing that is really alarming to me is the fact that Shannon has been under a national spotlight for the last 35 years. But over the last, I'd say over the last 5 years.
That is crazy.
I'm
you
serious.
said the last 35 years, and
Yes.
that's like literally their age difference.
Yes, this is true. Yes. No, national spotlight. Well, yeah. Wait a minute. When was she born? Oh, yeah, that is their age difference. Yeah, you're right. But what's alarming to me is that, again, his fame has never been as what it is. And he's acting like the country boy who moved to the city and just couldn't control himself. He's acting like, you know how people who are just born and raised in the country get a little money, try to move to something that they're not used to with all this money, and now all of these leeches are coming around you telling you you're great, and just one of them picks your pocket and you never even know it. He's acting like the country nigga who, like the fucking big city greens. He act like the country nigga who couldn't handle himself in the city. But you were warned, my boy. You were warned, Unc. You were warned twice. He was warned twice. Oh, Orlando beat Boston? I be goddamn. But yeah, he was warned. Cat Williams said it. He said, they're going to come after you. That's what he said verbatim. They're going to come after you. Monique warned him. And he just, come on, let me take one more sip of this here.
Right.
Come on, Cat. Come on. Monique. I don't want to date someone my age. I want to date somebody that my wage. Come on, now that wage about to take a hit, my boy.
I'm sorry. I want to feel bad for him, but I don't.
I don't. Because for one, like I said, you've been warned. You were warned. You were warned by people who've been through the shit. Why do you think that Cat Williams interview did record numbers? Because he'd been through the shit. Not just the fact that he was name dropping. He'd been through the shit.
Let me find out. Cat Williams is a ghetto prophet.
He been a ghetto prophet. What you talking about?
Talking that ghetto gospel.
Come on now. Now talk about it now. All lies will be exposed in 2024. Now 2025 is hard to stay alive.
Oh Lord, don't say that.
Shannon 56, not 26. This isn't funny, it's sad. Even the memes aren't hitting like how they did with Diddy. Okay. Well, for one, they're not hitting the same they did with Diddy because Shannon is not Diddy. Diddy is on some other shit. Okay. Diddy, Shannon just a horny old football player. Diddy's a criminal.
It's sad because Shannon was everybody's favorite uncle.
And he will be everybody's favorite uncle again. Don't let it fool you. This is just a shakedown, and hopefully, unless he don't learn his lesson, he will be back. He may not be with He may not be back with ESPN,
but he still has Nightcap and Club Shay.
Yes, Nightcap, Club Shay, and I guarantee you, he will have It Is What It Is. He can join It Is What It Is too, if it presents itself. Don't get that twisted. He was still live last night covering the draft, even though he announced that he stepped down from ESPN.
I know. Yeah.
No, because we didn't see Shannon Sharp dragging somebody through a hotel hallway and kicking the shit out of him.
Well,
He said, I think Shannon could come back. He's going to have some sort of inner spiritual revolution. Maybe he could smoke some ayahuasca. I'm just playing.
I don't think you smoke that. I thought you drink it.
Oh, I don't know. Don't get me to lying. But he can definitely come back, because it's like Hollywood, or in the entertainment business, is like the army. You know, it's like another form of the army. What they say with the army, they break you down so they can build you up. Well, in the entertainment industry, they build you up so they can break you down. And if you're strong enough, you can build yourself back up again.
That's diabolical.
It is very diabolical. It is very diabolical. And you may be right, Kier. He may have started feeling himself. Matter of fact, I'm willing to say he did. But again, you have to realize, you got to realize the playing field that you're on. You can't date a woman 35 years younger than you and think that it's going to fly the same way that it will with a Bill Belichick who's dating somebody 50 years younger than him. And never mind.
So I'm gonna say this because I was having a talk with Roman the other day about impulse control. And basically, I broke it down to him and said, sometimes you have to learn how to tell yourself no. And that applies here, and honestly, with everybody on the planet. Like, don't self-destruct. Sometimes you got to just tell yourself no. And that's okay. It's okay to say no to yourself. That's totally fine. Because sometimes you have to save yourself from yourself.
Sometimes yourself can be the drug, and you have to just say no. Sometimes Diddy likes to party, and you got to tell him no.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's funny that you said that, because there was a comment that just put, do you guys think Shannon could be using steroids? He's very impulsive. I've seen guys who take steroids become that way. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
What the fuck you taking steroids for? Ain't like he playing sports.
But he may be trying to keep that cut body to attract them young thoughts. I mean, come on, if you think about it, if you look at the landscape of the movie stars in the entertainment industry, a majority of them are Shannon Sharp's age, with the same type of sculpted body. Look at The Rock.
Is The Rock on steroids?
Oh, brr.
So what you mean to tell me, I'm just trying to make sure I understand, is that in order for a man that's 56 years old to look good and have a nice body, he got to be on steroids?
I don't believe that.
Is that
no.
what you're saying?
I don't believe that. No. I mean, Shannon, no, I would like to think not, because the reason why I would say I would like to think not is because Shannon Sharp's an athlete. He's an athlete, and he's been living the lifestyle of an athlete as far as keeping his body in shape for the last 40 years, probably 45 years. So I would like to think that's not the case. It's like the case when Mike Tyson came back to fight Jake Paul. Was he the Mike Tyson that we know and love in the ring? No, but his body, his body was cut. This motherfucker was in shape. And in boxing, they do the steroids test before the fight. And, he was clean.
Yeah, but this won't, I mean, come on. This was an exhibition. It wasn't no real fight.
No, it was a real fight. That was a real fight that counted against their record.
The one he just fought with Jake Paul?
Jake Paul? Yes, that was a real fight.
Are you serious? Does that even make any sense? And Mike Tyson is a retired boxer?
Well, he had to get sanctioned by the Texas State Boxing Commission for it to be a real licensed pro fight.
Ain't
Now,
no way you can tell me he got tested and they didn't find weed and they still let him fight.
no, he stopped. That's one of the things why he said he was going to come into the ring angry, because he hadn't smoked weed in about the last 6 weeks.
Oh,
He said that on the documentary leading to the fight.
wow.
But what wasn't told about that fight was the language of the contract,
Which was
which was you have to make it through 6 rounds of the fight. For Mike Tyson had the fight had the last 6 rounds for Mike Tyson to get his guaranteed $20 million.
so you mean to tell me if the fight would have went right up to the last second of the 5th round. So wait, he had to make it to the 6th round or go through the 6th round and make it to the 7th?
He had to make it. No, the fight just had to go 6 rounds. After the 6th round was over, that was that.
So if he didn't make it to round 7, he didn't get no money.
He didn't. Right, he would not have gotten his $20 million guarantee purse.
That's crazy.
Which is why Jake Paul lasted. That if y'all watch that fight in the first round, Mike could have knocked him out easy. The first hit he hit Jake Paul with, Jake Paul flew across the goddamn ring. And it was like after that, they tied each other up, and it was almost like Jake Paul must have whispered in his ear, 20 million, nigga.
So wait a minute. They both had to make it through round 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if he would have knocked his ass down before round 7, nobody would have got money.
Jake Paul promoted the fight, so he was getting paid regardless.
That's wild.
That is wild, because everybody's sitting there watching that fight like, okay, we know Mike is old, but Mike ain't thrown none of his signature punches outside of a left hook. And once
they should have just gave him the money because of his age.
Oh, he got his money because the fight went the whole 8 rounds. But once the language of the contract came up, everybody looking at Jake Paul like,
oh wow, that's crazy.
I have not heard from Skip Bayless about this situation. I mean, Skip Bayless has his own.
What does Skip have to say?
I mean, Skip Bayless is still dealing with his own sexual.
You know what? Birds of a damn feather. Birds of a feather. I'm starting to believe with all of this shit that literally everyone who you see on TV is scheming.
Is corrupt.
They got something up their damn sleeves. I don't trust them.
Birds of a feather, huh? I was gonna say, what would Skip say? Skip is part of that FS1 lawsuit that involves
Skip can't say shit.
He can't. That involves one of those high Hollywood execs, Joy Taylor, and himself.
Skip can't say nothing.
Skip can't say nothing. Skip can't say nothing. So it's like crazy though, because it's like it's not safe to be famous.
No, that I disagree. It's not to be safe to be famous and lack wisdom and good judgment. That's when it's not safe. And to have a bunch of people around you who enable your bad behavior and don't tell you when you messing it up for yourself.
Oh, you mean the yes men?
Yeah, and it's ain't safe when you're famous and you don't know how to tell your own self no.
It ain't safe.
That's when it's not safe.
It ain't safe when you real famous and you don't do that dance. And I'm gonna let y'all figure out the rest of it. That one is real safe. All right. Okay. But I don't disagree with you with the impulse control and the yes men. I agree with you 1,000%. I do. I could get fame. Like I could be quote unquote famous today, and I would still be on my P's and Q's, particularly being a black man, because that's the target. That has really been the target of these multiple ass lawsuits and all that other bullshit. You got to be on your P's and Q's. The
It's important to know
double
who you
standards
are.
are there, huh?
It's important to know who you are and to be grounded and to stay humble and stay close to your roots, because I feel like fame is designed for people with major like self insecurities, because it's like
So they
you
can do that
take
dance.
someone who has amazing talent but aren't confident in themselves, and you put them in a position where, they're loved and adored by millions of people. That gives them artificial confidence. It's like some people feed off of that because they can't give it to themselves. That's self-destructive, because it's like, you know you'll almost change your ways, change what you would usually do and what you wouldn't do for that adoration, to not miss out on that artificial love that you're getting from these people because you're not getting it from yourself.
That's deep. It's almost like they're flushing out these famous people. And I'm not trying to be that guy that makes things totally out about race. I'm only going by what I'm seeing. It seems like they're flushing out these famous black people, in particular black men. Name me the white celebrity who has multiple lawsuits piling up against them, who has had multiple lawsuits piling up against them over the last couple of years. That's made headline news. Name it. Name me the athlete. Name
Harvey
me the entertainer.
Weinstein.
He's already,
Harvey
but that's
Weinstein.
old. He's in jail. That's
No,
the
it's
only.
not
But
old. No, it's not old. They just
how
was
long
talking
is
about him the other day.
Weinstein been in jail?
I don't even know if he's in jail. They've been talking. They just was talking about him the other day. I think he's going back to court or something.
He's the
He
only
was
one.
just matter of fact, he just spoke out on a situation that's going on with Ryan Reynolds' wife. I don't, unless they getting statements from his ass in jail. I don't think he's in jail.
but
At least not
exactly my
yet.
point. That's but see, his situation has been going on for a little while. I'm talking about name me the athlete, name me the musician, name me any of them who you see on a or have seen on a daily basis with these allegations against them. Name them.
I
You may
can't
hear about
really name him, but
you.
I'm just trying to figure out the point you're making.
No, because the comment was it's like they're flushing out these famous people. I said, no, it seems like they're
Mhm.
flushing out these famous black people.
Well, I mean, come on, like you telling me to name them and this and that and how many white people and this. Come on, like you know the game
I know,
already.
but I'm just saying. I know.
Why are we
I was,
surprised as black people?
I
This is
was
why we
responding.
know that.
I was responding to this comment right
I
here.
know, but I'm just saying it to the commenter, whomever it
They
was.
may not know the
You
game.
know,
That's why they asking. They may not know the game.
okay. Well, what I'm saying is, as black people in the history of this country, we've always been set up for failure. And, it's no different. It's no different. The thing is, I feel like they fear if black people become equal or the majority to white people, they may feel like retribution would be at hand, or, no, yeah, definitely retribution. Or they just can't stand to stomach seeing black people be successful and being okay without white people.
Hey,
Sometimes
two
I
things
feel
can
like
be
white people
true.
just got to be in everybody mix. I love them, but you don't have to be in everybody mix. And it's like interesting to see, like for example, the city that they burned down. I forgot what it
Tulsa,
was.
Oklahoma. Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I would have loved to seen something like that.
Wall Street.
Right. Even nowadays, like that would be great. I would love to see something like that
It
in
was
person,
supposed to
like a
be
Black
Atlanta.
Wakanda.
It was supposed to be Atlanta, but that got tainted.
Right. And also my white brothers and sisters need to understand that just because we're pro-black don't mean we're anti-white. Okay?
I say that
We
all the
just
time.
love us. We just love us. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Because
I say
white
that
people
all the
love
time.
them from them.
I say that all the time. I love everybody. I love absolutely everybody. But I love my people.
But
I'm just
we as
pro-black.
a people exactly need to love on ourselves.
I mean, because like one of the things that irritates me the most now, when I see a Black Lives Matter sign, I'm gonna be honest with you, Black lives need to start mattering to black people first. So, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm just saying.
That's why I'm so proud about all this stuff going on with Target. I'm so proud of my black people with all this stuff going on with Target. And now they want to meet with reverends and they sitting
Oh,
down with pastors because
God.
they missing out on that black dollar. Black people said we ain't going to Target and we ain't go, and their profits been dropping ever since. Now you want to meet with Reverend Al Sharpton. Now you want to sit down and talk to black leaders. Oh, now because Target wanted to roll back diversity, equity, and inclusion. Anybody that lives in America should be a fan of diversity, equity, inclusion because it doesn't just mean black or brown.
Hey,
It
spoiler
means
alert.
people with disabilities. It means people who are hard of hearing, hard of seeing. It means people with ADHD. It means people with autism. It means people who was born with 9 toes and 3 fingers. Like, it's not just black and brown. And it's so annoying that these companies are so stupid to listen to one man say we're rolling back diversity. Fine. If you want a bunch of white men working at your company, fine. Do it. But we don't have to shop there. Give a fuck.
Hey, spoiler alert. I went to Target today. No, I didn't. I'm just playing. And if I did, so what? Shit. Everything you said
We
is
did
valid,
not
but so
get the
what?
order to stand down.
Nigga, no, none of them order me nothing. Okay.
I'm just joking. I said all that to say that I'm proud of my black people for finally doing something, taking a stand, and it's showing that when we come together, when we stand together, we can affect change.
That's real right there. But they better not say Walmart, because if they do, I'm making my apologies now. Like if they trying to roll back diversity, but Walmart keep rolling back the prices. I'm just saying.
Yeah, right.
Let me show you this video right quick. Y'all don't mind me. Y'all know I'm an idiot.
We're going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. The unapologetically African alpha males are going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this, my brother. That's it. Your snow bunny card has been revoked.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right.
Dr.
Forgotten
Umar is
Kings
classic.
TV. Come on, son.
I love Dr. Umar.
Shannon Sharp, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharp, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharp was accused of the unspeakable.
I love the African universe. I love that.
I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharp was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharp. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharp. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharp on this one.
He was running out of shit to say.
I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharp on this one, but Uncle Shay Shay, no more bunnies after this. Can somebody confirm if he's being accused by snow bunnies or Afro queens? Is Uncle Shannon being accused of snow bunnies or Afro queens? Who can confirm? Does anybody know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers?
Damn.
Are they black or are they white?
Oh boy. You talking about race hustling to the fullest. Now, first of all, I want everybody to listen to me. Uncle Shay Shay, if you roll in the snow, you don't know how it's gonna go. I'm standing with you, Uncle Shannon. I'm standing with you, Uncle Shannon.
You know what? You know what? I don't always agree with everything Dr. Umar say, but I love that man. He is classic.
The African universe told me to ask you a question. You got $5 I can borrow?
You know I got Dr. Umar phone number in my phone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Dr. Umar, what's he a doctor of?
So remember when I told you that he's trying to set up a school and stuff like that? And remember when I told you like he does alternatives to like ADHD medicine and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when I told you that?
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about talking to him about, Roman and stuff.
I'm sorry, I can't take Umar seriously. Oh shit. Oh shit. That is funny as bit. That is funny as a bitch. That is funny as a bitch.
He dropped some. Can somebody confirm?
Can somebody in the African universe tell me?
I love that.
Was it once you go black, you don't go back? Or if you roll around in the snow, you may never know. Which one?
Oh my God.
Oh shit. Hey, he funny as a bitch. Let me hold on. Let me turn it back on. I know that boy, that nigga too hot for TV.
Are they black? Is this a rice bunny situation? Is this a snow bunny situation?
Wow.
Is this a sand bunny situation?
Oh shit.
Is this a salsa bunny situation?
Oh
I
my
need
God.
I need to know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers. Was Shannon Sharp accused by the rice? Was Shannon Sharp accused by the ice? Was Shannon Sharp accused by the snow? Was Shannon Sharp accused by the sand? Or was he accused by the salsa?
The salsa. Why does it look like he's standing in front of the projects?
It looked like he just
I'm standing with Uncle Shannon because I don't like when black.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Was it the rice or was it the salsa?
Black men get taken down. I gotta stand by. Yes, he's a lifetime
This
snow
man
bunny
went
hopper.
from Dr. Umar to
Yes,
Dr.
he's a
Seuss.
lifetime
The
snow
rice
bunny hopper,
or
but
the
that's my
ice?
brother. Uncle Shannon Sharp is my brother. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharp until the facts prove otherwise. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharp until the facts prove otherwise. Black Queens, Uncle Shay Shay. I'm riding with Uncle Shannon Sharp. I'm not going to never laugh at a black man when he's down. I'm standing with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, you must never snow bunny again after this, my brother. All sisters. Uncle Shay Shay, we're going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. The unapologetically African alpha males are going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this, my brother. That's it.
Oh my gosh. I can't take that message seriously neither though.
The rice or the ice?
Shit. Or the salsa.
Or the salsa. And he said the sand. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my goodness. You know what would be funny? If you found out Umar was one day with a white woman.
Oh my God.
That would be hilarious.
I don't think I couldn't, like, I feel like Umar would never.
Whew.
Umar would never.
Hey,
He really loves his black people, and God bless him.
he loves his black people on camera. He probably get off that phone and be like, "Dirty niggas."
Wow.
Oh boy, he want to be the new black leader so bad, but can't nobody take him seriously because he always asking for money for the building fund to his school.
I know. Ross is hard. Leave him alone. He don't mean no harm. At least he doing something.
Mm-hmm. He part of this Target stand down.
Good.
I'm saying he ain't part of the Target.
You said he's not.
He ain't part of the Target boycott.
How do you know that?
Because I saw him in Target today when I was there.
Yeah.
I recognize that African kente cloth anywhere when I saw him.
Shut up.
He had glass on. Young brother, don't tell him I was here. What are you doing here? I said, nigga, please.
Shut up.
I said, nigga, please.
Shut up.
Oh, anyway, I'm about to get off of here.
All right.
We're going on 2 hours. We are going on 2 hours of fun. We are going on 2 hours of fun in the sun. Well, not the sun. But one more time for the cause before we leave. He's like, I don't know. He left. So I mean, you're saying all of this stuff to say what? Okay, there are people who I guess were responsible for Trump getting charged, who are now getting charged. Okay, that's all you got. That's all you got. If they lied about charges, then they should be charged. If they lied about charges, then they should be charged.
What they're being charged for, I don't know anything about this. Like, I've never heard of these people either, but from what Robert just said about what their charges are, their charges aren't even related to anything for Trump.
How dare you?
Was taking money or whatever, had a house in Virginia, and wow, he did it again. What in the world? I don't know. He's gone.
And I'm looking for the episode.
That's it. And no, Brian, you know what? I didn't do it this time. I didn't do it.
I don't even have it on the StreamYard screen. This is exactly how it happened. What the fuck?
I'm just trying to figure out, because like I said, I don't know anything about those people. But if he's trying to say, like, I know, basically saying
oh
that
boy,
Trump is a good guy. That's insane.
That's all you got. That's all you. One more time. If they lied about charges, then they should be charged. If they lied about charges, then they should be charged.
What they're being charged for, I don't know anything about this. Like, I've never heard of these people either, but from what Robert just said about what their charges are, their charges aren't even related to anything for Trump. You said the girl was taking money or whatever, had a house in Virginia, and wow, he did it again.
What happened?
Where in the world? I don't know. He's gone.
And I'm looking for the episode.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. Oh shit. It's him not even coming back for me. Oh, Alicia. When he left, he was not coming. It's like as soon as Keith started talking, he put his finger near the exit button. As soon as he heard her talk, and as soon as he disagreed, boop. He did not want to hear. He did not want to hear Nate fucking thing that she had to say.
Well, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, Well, yes. I'm hey, hey, Alicia tripping. Oh man. That's your boy, Leash. That's your boy. That is your boy. But anyway, yes. I'm about to get up out of here. At least said nah. Oh shit. I'm gonna get out of here and I don't know, just chill. Just chill. Just relax. I did. I got invited to go out tonight. I said, no, sir, Kimosabi. I said, wait till next weekend. No, sir.
Same.
I said, wait till next weekend, Kimosabi. Okay? Not said, wait till the
I do
next
not feel like being out in the streets. I want to be in my bed chilling.
Yeah. I told him, I said, wait till next Saturday, you know. Nah. But yeah, I mean, I'm about to just chill because I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing going on. I said again, I thought that power didn't even come on tonight. I forgot that they had their little week break. Otherwise, if I had known that, I would have started the show an hour early. But by the time I did that, I had thrown my big ass pot pie in the oven. I said, so I'm just gonna wait to cook that. Wait till that cooks, and yeah. So I'm just about to chill out. I guess watch the rest of this Laker game. But thank you, Kia, for joining me. Sorry for the circumstances.
But just stop, okay? Because I'm just gonna, you know what? Just maybe have just a segment for me or something where I just hop in and just hop out, like double dutch. Do it real quick. I'm in and out.
Double Dutch. Wow. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. I'm out this bit. Peace. I'll see you guys on Monday. And once again, I did not mention this again today, but all day, all night, ENT is a LLC. Sports Plus Life is a LLC. Yay! All right. Peace. I'm out. What'd you say?
That was my attempt at a sound effect.
Oh, okay. I got you.
All right. Good night.
All right. Later.